Here we are. We are at the Boomerang Factory Assembly Headquarters with the man of the day, Mr. Mike.
It's the Boomerang Intergalactic Headquarters. We control the entire universe, Boomerang style, from here.
On life on repeat. So you want to take us through your factory here and give us a quick little rundown of what the operation does?
Absolutely. We're tiny. We're a cottage industry, and you're in the cottage. Electronic parts. The boxes are full of circuit boards. I don't know if these are... oh, here we go. Yeah. Circuit board, the analog circuit board that goes in our chorus delay. This, not the sidecar. Sidecar doesn't have the analog, but the Boomerang 3. Digital circuit boards, boxes. It's tiny. It's tiny.
They're from
I would say various parts, foam, boxes, and actually right here is where we build all the pedals. Here's some that are getting put together.
Do you need one?
I mean, that's a Boomerang 3, two circuit boards, custom molded buttons. My partner Lee designed these, and I was horrified when I first saw them.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, they're so spindly, and they're gonna break. And, oh Lord! And it ended up just being brilliant. I mean, and you can see the very small travel, which people love, that are loopers. You know, instead of the big cha-ching kind of switch. I mean, it's nice to just be able to tap it. And it ended up being brilliant, and I had to eat some crow. But yeah, that's what the inside of them looks like.
So what goes on here at this station?
This is actually the assembly. We get the circuit boards complete. We get the chassis complete. The graphics is an adhesive-backed overlay, and it really is a local deal, which is cool. The buttons are molded by a company out of state, and I think they may actually be molded overseas. But the graphic overlays, adhesive back, are made by a company about 30 miles from here. We could actually drive over there and go see them. The chassis are made by a different company, you know, again, about 30 or so miles away. We could drive over there and see the circuit boards. The two circuit boards are made by a company that's 5 minutes away.
Wow.
And we designed it, but they source the boards and put all the parts on and assemble them. And we get, what we do here doesn't involve any soldering. It's all mechanical assembly. And we finish them off and put them together. And the boxes are made by a local company, and the foam and so forth. Manuals printed locally, just, you know, on and on. It's really cool. It's all very local, cottage industry sort of thing, and we do the final assembly, box them up, and ship them right out of here.
Wow.
UPS comes by every day.
So how many units are you churning out a day?
Well, I don't know about per day. It varies so much. I mean, it really does. It's. I mean, we'll get an order for 75, but then we also will have days where we do nothing.
Sure.
You know, so it varies. But we are probably in the 60 to 70 to 80 a month.
Wow. At
this point, and at our peak a couple of years ago, we were up to more like 120 or so. So it comes and it goes. But you know, been doing it since '95. Sold the very first one. Let me show you one of the originals.
Yeah.
This is one that's in for repair.
And there's only been one that has not been able to be repaired.
Wow.
That's one of our.
That's right. Yeah,
It was
this is.
underwater in Katrina.
That's literally. Well, that's probably a better background, but that's.
I recognize that one.
Yeah, it's a monster.
That's the original Rang, huh?
That is the original, not even a plus. This one is coated with my dog's hair, which is permanent part of our life. But that's the new guy, and you can see.
That's the 3?
Yeah, and this one, you can see it's got old style buttons, and these were prototype buttons. This is my personal unit, so, and you can even see the graphics you know, this big oval for the old style buttons, and that's an. Let me see if that's. Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh no. I'm sorry. I actually at one point had 151, which was the first Boomerang 3, and we actually ran out and actually sold it to a guy because I was like, the customer wanted one, and so I no longer have the original one that was made. And this one's pretty early, 1230. Yeah, anyhow, it's like say prototype buttons. It's all dusty and everything, but it works great in my personal unit. But you can see the difference in size. And
So why did you go with the size reduction?
people bitched. You know, yeah, it was like, you know, pedal board real estate is always precious, and you know, people are like, God, that pedal is so big, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, but you can defend the stage with it.
Yeah.
You know, but and we actually had gig bags for a while that we made because they were so big for the power supply and stuff, you know, with a shoulder strap and all that. But yeah, that was part of it. Just too big.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the sidecar? That's a new kind of a new thing.
Well, it's actually been out for a little while, but it's I don't know if they show up well with the cellophane or not. But
Yeah, that looks good. Now that's your channel 4 controller, right?
yeah, what the sidecar does, it literally doesn't add any new features to the 3, but it's for people that want, like when you get a 3, it's got all these functions. Let me get one out of the package. That'd be easier to see. But it's got all these functions, and you've got 2 bonus buttons, and you can assign any 2 of these to each button. So you can have a total of 4 functions. And there actually are some limitations, like if you want a 4th loop on this button, it can only be a 4th loop. So in some situations, you can only have 3 or even 2 functions. So it gets to be limited because some people want all this stuff. You know, they're literally like, I don't want to just stack parts and erase loops. I mean, I want to play them once. The stutter function is part of the once function. I want to play them an octave down, you know, play in reverse, so on. And so if you want to use all this stuff, instead of reassigning, you get a sidecar, and then literally between the 2 pedals, you got 10 buttons, and every single function that the pedal does can be on a foot button.
Wow.
So, you know, it's and that's what my setup is. My sidecar isn't over there, but yeah, if you're going to have 4 loops, which is cool, then you really need the sidecar. And when we released it, we got great reviews. People loved it, but they were like, well, I want to use all those functions, and I want them all right now. I don't want to be in the middle of a gig. I don't want to be reassigning. So we came out pretty quickly with the sidecar, probably just a couple of years after we had released this guy.
Well, there we go.
Like I say, it doesn't add any functionality. It doesn't add any new features. It adds the ability to access all those.
So I did want to ask you about the tinfoil.
Oh yeah, this is.
Is that for when the space aliens come?
Well, no, this is how we talk to the space aliens. This is Lenny builds most of our pedals, and so she listens to music while she's building pedals, and the reception is getting funky. So if you're younger, you may not remember this.
That's how we did it with TV.
Yeah, that's right. When we were kids, people that had those rabbit ear antennas, they all had tin foil on it because that's how you get good reception.
All right, folks, that's your tour of the Boomerang factory. Mike Nelson, thanks so much.